Another Saturday, another After Sun. We can keep this short and sweet because there's really not that much to talk about. What I would like to say is this is the Teffy I have been waiting for. Teffy I've been following for years. Sierra is just somebody that was newly introduced to me this year. I've never seen Summer House. I'm not like a Bravo person, so I don't know anything about it. So standing behind her on her side, I think she's a beautiful girl and she's a nurse. So, but this is the Teffy I know and love. A Teffy who's gonna call it out like she sees it. And I think that's been like the biggest disconnect for After Sun for me these past like couple weeks is that I never felt like we were getting the full like this is all of what they think. For both of them, it felt like there was like something more. I'm like, surely you guys see what we see. I'm not saying that we always have to have the same opinions, but usually I feel like whatever Teffy posts, I'm in alignment with her all the time. So I'm like, damn, I'm kind of surprised that she's not mentioning this. So tonight, when she mentions, yeah, a big part of Casey's apology had to do with the whole like, yeah, I also look like stupid and I look disrespectful in front of my peers. Like, I should have definitely apologized. I like that she mentions if it was just Naya and Casey sitting down watching it together, he would not offer her that apology. He would just be like, damn, that's crazy. Them waking it up that Zach is really full of beans and toast, like, ain't nothing to him. And I love that Sierra was like, yeah, the issue here is that Kata is Zach's first bad bitch. And yes, yes, you know how that shit goes. It is not a happy ending for Kata. It's not. Going through the Islanders very quickly. Jen, you've upgraded. I officially will be on board with calling you an everything bagel. I think she's real as hell. I think she's funny. I think she's a nice girl. I wish the best for her. Yes. Caleb, just as an adorable peanut as I thought he was. Very cutesy. Very like mildly mannered and like introverted. So I adore him. Next, Amora. Thought it was cute to see her talk with her parents. Girl, thanks for allowing us to bring back Carl and bring it. I feel like people were like, oh, they only brought Amora so that they could bring in Carl without being biased. But honestly, bringing in Amora was also good because it was meant to expose Sincere in a in your face way, and which it did. And I felt like Amora got to like really stand on it and talk to Melanie and be like, this is what happened. And then also her sit in Sincere's face and confront him as well about like, you use this as a hall pass. Paul is trying to like joke his way through it. Whatever. I don't really care. I do think it was hella weird how he did everything, but like, it is what it is. Free coffee for the gens. And then Jaden, I really never had an opinion on her. She was always just like there. She never did too much. She was never like super offensive. I understood what she was saying, where she was like, we can't just talk about like, how do you feel about the connection when we haven't formed that connection? And like, I'm not getting anything from you to do that. I definitely think after she came out the villa and saw how much everybody else liked Caleb as she was going through her messages, that now she's kind of like, yeah, like you can be my plus one and like we can definitely talk about things and I feel like Caleb coming out of it was like, yeah, no, I'm good. Because it never gave that they really liked each other anyway coming back from Casa. But I feel like leaving the villa, Caleb was like, no need to push it. No need to drag it out. Plus one to a wedding. Thank you, thank you. No, thank you. Lastly, they talk about how there's going to be like a karaoke. Love that. It kind of reminds me of like the talent show from like UK season 10 with like Ty and Whitney making their little rap. Like it's kind of, I like this idea of like doing something that's like, you would go to karaoke in the real world with like your little boo. So I like this idea. And then they're just having like playful fun. I think this is something that they need. This is like a nice little activity. And I kind of feel like this is something that they could have been sprinkling throughout the show. Truth or dares that don't have to be like overly freaky. The newlywed game, how well do you know your partner? Like small things like that, which like it wouldn't break the budget. It wouldn't break the bank at all, guys. Like, and it would give us insight to the couples, fun, compatibility, just like, you know what I mean? Like more of this. And then we get family day this week.